Alrighty, we've got 4-H Club Days coming up, so I wanted to make another helpful video to help you guys get ready and prepare for your demonstrations and your illustrated talks and all the fun things that we're going to do at 4-H Club Days. So the point of this is going to be how to design a poster, how to work with an easel when you're doing that demonstration or that illustrated talk. And I know there's other projects, but these are just a few of the ones that we can help on. So contact the office if you want more help or if you need more information or different information like how to get ready for an instrumental number or something like that. But when you're preparing for that demonstration or that illustrated talk, we're going to talk about what you want versus what you don't want on a poster, as well as how do you move posters around on the easels, because they're kind of hard sometimes. So to start with, we're going to talk about what poster board that you choose. Today I've got a little bit flimsier poster board because that's what I got in the office. But normally you're going to want to go to the dollar store or to Walmart or the craft store and get you a slightly thicker poster board because it's going to hold up a whole lot better when you're putting it up on an easel. Plus you can reuse it a lot better too. So when we start looking at our poster, this is going to function as my title poster to start with. On most of your talks, you want a big title, and then if you have some small bullet points like I do, you might be able to include those as well. Otherwise, you just want your title on there, and then you can have a separate poster for your other information for the talk. But today, we're going to look at that title on this one. I've got mine titled as 4-H 101. You'll notice even on camera, it's kind of easy to read, right? I mean, it's this bright green, it's big letters right at the top. I could have even colored the letters in if I wanted to. Or you can even use like the sticky letters you buy at the dollar store, because those work great too. But to start with, you want to make your title really easy to read, and you want to make sure it's an easy color to see. Like a red or a pink sometimes, or even a yellow, can be kind of difficult, unless it really pertains to the demonstration or illustrated talk that you're working on. So you'll see here, I've got it in a good color green, plus it makes sense because 4-H is green, right? So it's a good color choice for this. Then we talk about our bullet points. You want to stay away from putting a giant paragraph on your posters because that's what you're talking about. That's the meat of your talk. Here, we just want the idea. We want to know what you're talking about, but not your information, if that makes sense. So here, in my 4-H 101 talk, I'm talking about how you get started in 4-H. So here you'll see the first step is getting enrolled. I don't talk about 4-H online, the fee associated, all the steps in the process. That's what I'm going to talk about. I don't need to put it on the poster. I just need to put my idea about getting enrolled on there. And my next step of attending club meetings, I don't put when they are, where they are, what goes on, because I'm going to talk about that in my talk. And then the last part I put on there was meet the extension agent. Again, I could talk about meeting the agent's important because they're the ultimate resource. They hand out the rules for the 4-H fair, and they can answer all your questions even if your club leader can't or doesn't know the information. So again, you want to keep it simple. Bullet points are great. Even sometimes a little picture is all right too, or some small graphics. But basically, we want the idea of what you're talking about, and we don't want to see long paragraphs. So here, I prepared a not so good poster. You'll see I wrote 4-H 101 in pink, which I don't even know if you can see it on camera. And I wrote it really small. So if you can't read it now, how is your judge supposed to read it when you're actually giving your talk? And then too, you'll see I've got 3 different paragraphs here. Like I just talked about, it's the same information, but I wrote it out. You're not going to want to regurgitate that or let your judge read that or anything. You want to be given that information. Also too, look at my color choice. None of it matches. I've got 4-H in pink. That doesn't make sense. 4-H is green, or K-State's purple. And here I've got orange and red and yellow. Those go together, but how does it relate to 4-H? So again, your color choice is really, really important. And now I'm going to show you how you move your posters around. So to start with, you want to make sure your title poster's first, and then you don't go in like 1, 2, 3 order. You want to have your title poster, and the next one, you want to have it in last place. I can go over this some more in a second, but you're going to pull your card from the rear around, right? So this is going to be my second one, but it was in the back of my order. So you're going to pull your very last one and put it in front. And typically, again, I have flimsier papers, you're gonna pull the side and then push it out front. And that's how you're gonna switch around your posters. So you wanna make sure that you have them in the correct order, so you're always pulling from the back to the front. We can let those fall. We're not too worried about them anymore. So you can see even right there, it's tricky using an easel, especially with flimsy papers. So you wanna make sure you're always pulling back to front. And also, if you happen to have flimsy paper, you might wanna get a little clip, sort of like these guys. They're called binder clips. You might want one of these to help make sure your posters stay on top of your easel. So don't be afraid to throw one of those in your bag so that you have it for club days. So I hope this was helpful on how you do some demonstrations, illustrated talks, and if you have more questions or you need to hear about something more,